The Lantern of Lankapur. In the heart of South Asia, nestled between two ancient mountain ranges, lay the secluded and mysterious country of Lankapur. For centuries, Lankapur had been shrouded in fog, its dense forests and murky rivers whispered about in neighboring lands, but seldom visited. Those who ventured into its depths often returned with tales that seemed too wild to be true, or they never returned at all. Lankapur's small villages were scattered across its misty terrain, each one clinging to the old ways, wary of the spirits that were said to roam the night. The villagers of Jaragar, one such isolated hamlet, knew better than to wander after dusk. The elders spoke of the Chirag Walar the Lantern Man, a sinister spectre who haunted the forests with his flickering lantern, luring the unwary to their doom. But it wasn't always this way. Long ago, before the curse of the Lantern Man, Jaragar was a thriving village, known for its vibrant festivals and fertile land. The villagers lived in harmony with the spirits of the forest, offering them tributes of fruit, flowers, and rice during the harvest season. The spirits, in turn, protected the village, ensuring bountiful crops and healthy livestock. Among the villagers was a man named Arjun, a simple farmer with a kind heart and a deep respect for the spirits. Every night, he would light a lantern and place it by the ancient banyan tree at the edge of the forest, offering a prayer for his family's safety and prosperity. The villagers believed the light of the lantern would guide the spirits and keep them appeased. One fateful year, the harvest was poor, and the villagers grew desperate. Some began to blame the spirits, claiming they had turned against them. In their fear and anger, they abandoned the old ways, refusing to offer tributes or light the guiding lanterns. Arjun, however, remained steadfast in his devotion, continuing his nightly ritual even as others mocked him. One stormy night, as Arjun was lighting his lantern, a strange chill filled the air. The wind howled through the trees, and the shadows seemed to grow longer, darker. The lantern's flame flickered, casting eerie shapes that danced around him. Arjun felt a presence behind him, something ancient and malevolent. He turned slowly, and there, emerging from the shadows, was a figure draped in tattered robes, its face obscured by the hood. In its skeletal hand, it held a lantern, its flame an unnatural green, casting a sickly glow over the surroundings. The figure's eyes, glowing with an otherworldly light, locked onto Arjun's. "You have kept the old ways," the figure hissed, its voice like the rustling of dry leaves. "But the others have forgotten. They have forsaken the spirits, and now they must pay." Arjun trembled, but he stood his ground. "What do you want from us?" The Lantern Man's eyes narrowed. "You shall be their guide, Arjun. You shall lead them to the place where the living and the dead cross paths. There, they will see what their neglect has wrought." Before Arjun could respond, the Lantern Man raised his lantern high. The light flared, blinding Arjun, and when it dimmed, he found himself alone. The storm had passed, and the night was eerily silent. The villagers who had once mocked him now looked to him with a mixture of fear and curiosity, drawn by the strange light they had seen. The next morning, Arjun awoke to find the lantern he had lit the night before still burning, its flame now the same eerie green as the Lantern Man's. He knew what he had to do. That night, Arjun led the villagers deep into the forest, to a clearing where the air was thick with the scent of decay. The green light of the lantern revealed a circle of ancient stones, half buried in the earth. In the center of the circle stood the Lantern Man, waiting. "Behold the fate of those who forsake the spirits," the Lantern Man intoned. The ground beneath the villagers' feet began to tremble, and from the earth emerged skeletal hands, grasping, pulling at the villagers' clothes, their flesh. The villagers screamed, but there was no escape. Their hands dragged them down into the cold, unforgiving earth, one by one, until only Arjun remained. The Lantern Man turned to him, his expression unreadable. "You have done well, Arjun. You alone shall live, but you will carry the curse of the Lantern Man. You shall wander these woods forever, your lantern guiding those who lose their way in the night, leading them to their doom." With those words, the Lantern Man vanished, leaving Arjun standing in the clearing, the green flame of his lantern flickering ominously. The villagers of Jaragar were never seen again, and the village itself soon fell into ruin, reclaimed by the forest. To this day, in the misty forests of Lankapur, travelers speak of a strange green light that appears at night, leading them deeper into the woods. They say it's the light of the Lantern Man, and those who follow it are never seen again. So, if you ever find yourself in the dark forests of Lankapur, and you see a flickering green light, remember this tale. Turn back while you still can, for the Lantern Man is always watching, always waiting, ready to claim another lost soul.